What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody had a great week. Welcome to the weekend. All right, guys, we're going back to the moon. This photo here is probably one of the best photos you're going to see of any kind of surface, anomalies, structures, what look like roads, large platforms with things on platforms. This photo, like I said, is awesome. You guys are going to like this. Okay, this is from Apollo 11. It is AS11-44-6642. Let's have a look at that. And you can see right here at space.com, Apollo 11 moon landing carried big risks for astronauts. Here's the photo. But I also got another one here from Flickr, and this is from NASA. And you can see it is AS11-44-6642. Now, all you got to do is download it here. Always go for the largest photo you can find, or largest version, and it's the best way to do it. The coolest thing about this photo is that the stuff that you can pop out is amazing. Most of the stuff you're going to see is up in this right corner, but that's far away to see. But you can see the outlines right here, the straight lines going out like this here. And then there's this one right here in the middle of the photo, just below our Earth, right there. This other round circle. Of course, you'll get these trolls that'll come on the channel. Oh, it's just craters. Well, I got news for you. This one right here, you think that's a crater? I absolutely thought that was a crater until I looked a little closer in the enhanced photo, and you're going to see what I mean. Right down here, this lower right corner is the bomb. It is absolutely the money shot. And you're going to see what I mean by this piece right here on the bottom right. I'm circling it there. There's things on the platform right here and all inside here. You got to look, you got to think of depth. When you're looking down, if you're looking down like at some kind of rocky terrain or mountainous terrain where there's multi-levels, let's say you got roads going in a mountain. What would you see from a satellite here on Earth? You'd see roads traveling, and you see structures like lower, higher, and higher in different areas of that said hill or mountain, right? This one's no different, and you're going to see what I mean. Over here, there's cool stuff here in the middle, here in the bottom as well. Again, download it here and get the largest size you can. All right, let's jump right into that. This is the size of the photo it was. Blow it up a little bit for you guys. And like I said, I'm going to show you these things. I'm not going to do a thing to this photo yet. I'm going to let you guys look at it and check it out for yourself. So get out those magnifying glasses or your jeweler's eyepiece. This is cool. All right. Let's jump in. Just zoom in. That's all we're going to do. And guys, just this alone, I'm going to show you the spots you can look at. Inside that circle. Inside this circle. Here. This oval area here. At least that's what you can see with your eye right now. It looks like a little triangular something or other, either structure, craft, whatever it may be. Something else on a platform. Here. There's another one. You're going to see it's a straight line going like this. And there's something right there in the back. So I'm going to let you guys look at this stuff as I'm circling it. And I'm not doing anything to the photo right now. All over here. Check this out. That area right there. What I also want you to check out is this right here. It looks like some kind of weird bridge or road. It literally goes up like this and is off the ground right at this point right here. You'll actually see it. It's actually got a shadow right there. Okay? Something right inside here. Guys, it's all over this darn photo. Okay? Let me get all of these circles off. And then, guys, pause it any way you like. If I'm going too quickly for you guys, just go ahead and pause it. Have a look yourself. The background. I'm going to go up here. This here in the back, when you look at it, you go, oh, that's a crater, man. I don't see anything else but that. Well, when you look at it, you'll see what looks like a straight line going just like this out here. Seems to stop right here. Now, I don't know if it does continue on, but take a really good look at this because right here, it also looks like there's some square objects right there with some smaller ones inside. And I'm going to get these lines off here so you guys can see these for yourself. Check this stuff out. When you look over here, it also has a top piece to it. And this goes out one. Here's another one going out like this. And again, it looks like it ends like this here. Well, I went a little too crazy with it there, but it actually looks like it has this kind of square end to it, right? Again, pause it where you like so you can have a good look. Jump over to the left here. This one right here in the back. You're going to see it has a wall to it, and I don't mean like a sloping wall like you'd expect a crater to have. You know what I mean? It has like a sloping wall. This is actually a wall, and it looks like it's completely round all the way around it, at least up to this point where it looks like it's a lot lower. In addition to that, well, like I was telling you guys, this right here, it appears to be a crater, and I would agree with you just by looking at it, absolutely. But once you enhance this thing, it looks like they put this over the top, and it has like these little bumps on it. Now, let me take the lines out there, have a look at it with your magnifier yourself, and tell me what you think. This right here, it looks like it's just a circle in the ground, but it's not. It has like these jagged things coming down. Do you guys see that? Right here, inside the circle. Moving on. There's a bunch of mixed match of crap all on the back here because they covered it up because, again, it'd be standing up. The more you go, it's one thing to look down. You can see all kinds of structures, right? But once you start doing this, you start to see the height of things. And that's what they're trying to hide. They don't want you to see the actual object standing up. So they make it look like it's a giant wall and this is a huge crater and that's it. And it may very well be because I believe this is Smith's crater, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll go back to that and look right now. I believe that it is. I could be wrong. No, it says right here, Smith C. My bad. Right here, you can see it. Smith C. Okay. Because I was thinking craters. We're looking at a bunch of other craters. By the way, I might have a second part to that. After this, you guys let me know if you want to see the second part to that. Because it is equally cool. Because it's to the right of this photo. All right. You got something right here. Looks like it's sticking up right there. There is a wide piece right here. And you can see it right here doing this. And there's something right here standing up on top of it. Okay? Guys, pause it any way you like. And just the objects alone. Guys, I can look at this right now. And I can see all of these little pieces in here that just don't look right. I mean, and you can see that they're like, it's almost like they have a purpose. They're right next to each other. They're not just like this chaotic looking scene. Don't get me wrong. Is there craters in here? Absolutely. There's all kinds of small craters, big craters, whatever. But what you're going to find is a lot of platforms, like I said. They don't build traditionally like you would expect. Like what they are is when you see them, they have these pads and what look like these weird structural things. You know, they may build totally different from us. And that's when people have a problem getting their mind wrapped around. But they have to stop to awake to the fact that just because they don't build like us, that you don't automatically assume it's natural. Now, like I said, don't get what I'm saying twisted. There's a lot of stuff in here that is absolutely lunar surface, and you can see the difference, like this right here. Appears to be a crater. Now, once we enhance it, we'll look at it again, and we'll be able to tell whether it is or isn't. But what you think you see, like right here, when you first look at this, oh, those are craters. You can see that. Look, crater, 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 crater. This right here has this huge whatever the hell sticking out of the top of it. And you're going to see exactly what I mean. In fact, let's zoom into that a little bit. Now, this is going to start really breaking up, and this is the reason why I don't want to do that. Check this out. You can see it right here, and I'm going to back out in a second. You see this large, dark-colored object, but look at right here where it actually has, it actually goes out like this and comes back in, and then, of course, we have this huge objects, or objects. We don't know what they are, but whatever that is, this double, look at the way this thing does this. Comes out like this. So there's a line, goes like this. Almost looks like a weird chain link type thing, some kind of link type thing, but something dark on top of that. See what I mean? Right here, inside the circle. Have a look for yourself. Now, it's blurry right now, and I'm going to make this a whole lot clearer. The reason why it's blurry is because it's washed. Look how much it's washed. Look at the actual capsule, but look at the background. They want you to believe that's natural. That's not natural. Okay, let's get into this. I got rid of all the color. We don't want to have any influence on colors or anything like that because what happens is when you try to, let's say you want to, I don't know, enhance this area here. I'm going to put just underneath the actual lamb right there. Right there. If you want to enhance it, let's say I was going over with the burn tool, something like that. What happens is you might get multi-colors out of it. Might be yellows, greens, blues, right? You don't want that. What you want is nothing but black and white, and you want to see the shapes pop. You don't want your eyes fooled by half the object's blue, half the object is like more of a yellow. You don't get to see the whole object, and that's the problem. The colors can fool your eyes, so eliminate it, and that's what we did here. Let's get more into this. Now, I want you to understand this here, at this point here, I'm just going to make a dark line. This point here is higher elevation. Down here is way down, much lower. You can see this, it looks like a mountain. You can see these things in lower levels going down, down, down to the base here. this object right here. Like I pointed out earlier, only with the washed out photo. You've got this right here. Oval area, flat, with something sticking out. But it also appears that this end here has a shadow under it, which indicates to me that that pot's off the ground. See that right here? Right there. Okay. Look at the object here again. Look at the shape of it. God, guys, come on. Look at this. Has one round piece, 2, 3. Look at this here. You got a rectangular piece here. See that? And like I said, these objects right on this base of this thing, it looks like some kind of weird thing pointing upward at the sky. And you can see the shadow just under right there. Lower corner right. You guys see that? Right there. This object over here, it appears to be some kind of weird looking road type thing. There's like 2 halves to it. Right here. It's like spliced down the middle. And then you got one here the other side. And you can see, again, another shadow under it. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to keep bringing this out more and more. Let's jump up here real quick. Guys, this is cool. This is probably one of the best photos I've seen of any lunar surface photo. Now, I've seen quite a bit, and there's some that actually match this as far as details, but this one's actually pretty darn cool. Let's move on. We got other steps. We'll lighten it up a little bit. And have a look at this. Again, when you look at it with your magnifier and your eyepiece, it's insane the stuff you find in here. Move up to here. Now let's jump into this. Let's get a little bit deeper into this. Here's the background crater right here. What I want you to pay attention to is, first of all, the manipulator right here. You can see it right here. Kind of scribble it out right there. But right here is that one area that's clear, where they didn't take it out. Small little details like this right here. The round circles. Different sections of it. You can see it's like this here. Guys, I mean, come on. Okay, this one to the left. Right here. Okay, again, it's like 2 sections of it. It's like higher and lower. It's a wall, and it's pretty much freaking round. Again, I don't see like the sloping like you'd see on this concaved area, which would be a crater. I'm not seeing that. Here's another thing. I was showing you this crater here. And I said that doesn't look like a crater when you enhance it. Let's check that out a little bit more. Notice this area right here. And underneath, right here, you can see what looks like a gray wall. And that doesn't look concave to this part right here, this white piece on top. It appears to have other things that have been blurred completely out. But, right here, and again, it has like a wall to it. And whatever this is at the end of it, see it? It's going to back out just a little bit. Have a look at it. Here's these parts I was telling you about down here. Yeah, the more I get into this, I hate to really go really close into this thing because you want to stay away from the compression artifacts. You don't want to get into those. You just want to have a look at these items that are here. This item here is pretty cool. You have what looks like a triangular pad here with something on top. And then whatever the hell this thing is, it appears almost to be round. See right here? It does this. And then it's like this frickin' tall on top of this pad. Again, have a closer look. Alright, let's get into this more. So what I do is I kind of spot shop in some of these. I'm just going to back out just a hair bit. And guys, have another look. And the pieces I really enhance is this here. And basically it's just shopping it up a little bit. But you get in too close, it's going to look like super fuzzy. And that's not what we want. Look at this. Look at the size of this thing. I'm not sure what that is, but look at this. This object right down here. Got this round piece here, and whatever the hell that is sitting right on top of it. Can you guys see that? This right here was a crater right here. This object would be sticking out like it is, and this white area would be concaved. It would literally be inside the lunar surface, and it is not. You have something very large sitting on top of that right there. What that is, I don't know. Okay, let's get in a little deeper here. Next level. Check this out. Check this back of this thing out. Now, two things I want you to notice on this, and this may be nothing at all, guys. This back area right here. You can see this lighter grayer area in the back. I'm not sure if those are structures or some kind of weird artifact going out the photo, because that's a very good possibility. It's kind of, the further you look back, the worse it gets as far as quality and detail. So I get that, and I'm willing to accept it, of course. I mean, because you have to, right? And when you really look at it, it kind of looks structural. Just going to back up just a hair bit on there. I mean, I can move like this. Oh, yeah, look at that. And you can see it probably pretty good on your phones and tablets. But we're going to keep backing out. Okay. Again, the wall thing here. Look at it. It looks like it appears to be two sections. And then whatever the hell this stuff is. But you can see it going all the way around, wrapping around. It doesn't look like, again, like it's a smooth surface and then it's concave. And, of course, you've got your ejector coming out of the edge. It doesn't look like that. It looks like a built wall more than it looks like a natural phenomenon like you would see on a normal crater you see on the moon, right? And again, we've had this right here, this crater, which I claim to be is a crater. But again, what is this object right here in front of it? And why does it look like it has this gray wall? I don't know. You guys be the judge, as always. Here's this right here. And guys, I've showed photos with wild-looking structures on them. This one here is just as equal as wild. Really good photo of things that are on the surface of this moon. And keep in mind, guys, this the time of this photo. It wasn't more than, I forget what it was. I don't think it was like 15 miles off the surface. So you're not going to be able to see these with a telescope. You know, unless you're in control of the LRO or getting the photos from it, you're just not going to see these things. Okay. Now this is the best picture right here, guys. Have a look at this. This is cool. I'm going to do it like this. Pause it wherever you like. And then we're going to zoom in. I mean, when you look at this, you just see like on all elevations, you just see like different structures here scattered around. And that's what you'd expect to see. I don't even know what this is. They blotted out something right here really bad. This is what's weird. It has this weird, almost like angled piece. And it appears to be in a circle. So whatever the hell this thing is, it's cool. You can see right here where there's lines doing this. There's something coming around the backside of that. There's something right here. You can see it in that blur. There's like a square top. There's a structure, another structure that was really large, and they blocked that out. Again, they didn't build anything like we build. You know, a lot of people, like I said, will show like what look like squares and stuff. A lot of that stuff is like compression artifacts. You got to stay away from that stuff. Now, I'm not saying all of it is. I'm just saying, but you got to be careful not to be able to do that. And you know, I think I'd done this when I first started off. I thought, well, why wouldn't they build like us? It makes common sense. Why? If they're far more superior as far as the way they would build, or they need to build to their needs, meaning atmospheric, or to build to protect themselves from radiation or whatever it may be, who knows? But we can't make the assumption that it's going to be just like what we'd build, right? I mean, it's the first thing you would think of, but that doesn't mean it will be. All right. There's the photo right there, guys. I'm just going to do this. Pour a filter on it. And there you go. I'm going to go ahead and go up to the back here. Have a look. I mean, guys, I see stuff in here that's just absolutely insane. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right, guys. Like I said, this is probably one of the best photos I've seen of what look like hundreds of structures laying all over the lunar surface. And like I said, they're up on mountains, and they're on different elevations of that mountain. You can see them way down the bottom in the valleys and up on the top, and different ones scattered about. When you look down at that, you got to get your eyes, like there's different depths of it, like in other words, valleys, higher up on mountains, so on and so forth. And once you stop and look at that and look at all the little intricate little pieces in between all of these circles, squares, and whatever it may be, again, the depth of the photo, and you get to see all these little pieces that some of them are lined up together, and you know that's not natural. It was intelligently designed this way. And when you see all of these things as a big picture, it's mind-blowing. And now, can you really imagine what the Apollo 11 astronauts have seen? Not to mention the other Apollo missions? Yeah, pretty wild stuff. Anyway, guys, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And please share this video. People need to see this stuff. They need to open their minds to the fact that there's much more on that moon than we're aware of, or what NASA or any of these space agencies are telling us. And by the way, a little bonus for you guys, as always, check out my Flickr page. You're going to have all of these, and you're going to have about 10 zoomed in photos, as well as the ones, just a whole photo, right? So you have 10 of those. Pay attention to the 8 through 10 different filters and different levels of enhancement. And you guys are going to see this really wild stuff. I think you'll like it. And then get back to me and tell me what you think of the photos by looking at it with your eyepiece. And like I said, a lot of times, guys, I usually hold it this far, maybe a half an inch to an inch from the screen, and go over it with my eyepiece. Now, as far as the actual magnifiers, you can hold that, just wherever is best for you, right? But check it out. I think you'd be happy you did. It's pretty wild stuff. And guys, don't forget, tomorrow, Sunday, we've got our weekly hangout. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you join us there, man. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And I'll see you at the hangout.